Hi, I'm Anqoinette Crosby, and welcome to County Report this week. Coming up in the next half hour, residents hit by costly damages from the windstorm are warned about contractors trying to make a quick buck. Plus, seniors and retired vets may qualify for property tax breaks, but the deadline is fast approaching. And later, are you over 50 and looking for a career change? Then don't miss the annual 50+ Job Expo. But first, the recent mass school shooting in Parkland, Florida, has prompted leaders around the country into action. They are putting the pressure on Congress to pass tougher gun laws. In a show of solidarity, Montgomery County leaders joined forces to send a clear message of their own. Susan Kennedy reports.
But all issues,
council members, mayors,
this is something that we can prevent.
Police officials,
every one of these events is indeed an assault upon all of humanity.
And students all gathered in Rockville to demand Congress act now in strengthening this nation's gun laws. The event was organized by Councilmember Sidney Katz, who wants to send Congress a collective message.
As a local elected official, I recognize the need to be vocal and let our colleagues know that enough is enough. Can we all say that together, please? Enough is enough.
Maryland has one of the strictest gun laws on the books. However, leaders say it's still not enough to prevent tragedies like the one that occurred in Florida.
Bring about rational gun legislation and set us all free from this constant fear and having to come back here at event after event and just restating that we've had enough.
This latest tragedy forced Councilmember Craig Rice to sit down with his young daughter to talk about what to do in case an active shooter comes into her school. It's a discussion no parent wants to have.
Once you've had that conversation with them, there's no going back. That fear is there. They now know that they're at risk, and they have to live with that every day that they go to school.
County Executive Ike Leggett told the crowd a future of violence in schools that we are seeing today is not something we should be passing on to our young people.
I stand here as a person who is a very strong defender of the Second Amendment. I served in the military. I've had and used guns, but there's no need for anyone who is an avid hunter or someone who needs to go out and target practice to have the kinds of assault weapons that we see that are so readily available for so many people in this country.
But following the Florida tragedy, students have galvanized nationwide to raise their voices for tougher gun laws and a ban on assault rifles. And here in Montgomery County, the student movement is surging.
There's one bright spot out of this disaster in Florida. It's that young people are awake and they are organizing and they're fighting. And if there's one group of people that can bring change, it's not the elected officials standing here today. It's the young people who are walking out of the schools, who are laying on the ground, and who are telling America it's time for change. Thank you.
We're asking to not be shot. We're asking to not learn in fear. We're asking to not be stuck as the mass shooting generation. And let's be clear, my right to live outweighs your right to buy an assault rifle.
I shouldn't have to be afraid every single day. I'm just down the road over there, Richmond Montgomery High School, about being shot dead in my own classroom. That's just ridiculous. And people around the country, particularly students, feel the exact same way. The student movement isn't going anywhere. We'll be out on the streets on the 14th of this month and the 24th of this month. We will be out there as long as it takes. We'll be out there until something finally changes.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Police officers that were going through training got quite a surprise when Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan entered their classroom. He was there to visit the county's Public Safety Training Academy. The governor was joined by County Executive Ike Leggett and Police Chief Tom Manger. After the tour, there was a closed-door meeting to address some of the major topics such as school safety, gang prevention, and police training.
I want to thank, first of all, the county executive for inviting us out. We brought some of our leaders from the state law enforcement together with the folks here in Montgomery County from the state's attorney's office, police department, corrections department, and we were focused on some of the great work that they're doing here. It was great to tour the facility and to hear about some of the progress that they're making here in the county with respect to gangs, which is, we have gang legislation and tough crime legislation in Annapolis, so it's very pertinent and timely.
Also, while touring the training academy, Governor Hogan and Executive Leggett gave their first joint statement about bringing Amazon to the county. They shared how the state and county are working together to convince Amazon to open its second headquarters right here in Montgomery County.
First of all, let me again thank the county executive. He and I are in lockstep. We're working in as a great team. It's a partnership. This is the greatest economic development opportunity in my lifetime, I believe, and I believe Montgomery County is the place for them to be. And county executive, this county and the state are putting our best foot forward. I'll tell you that. We were both saying we're leaving it all in the field.
Bezos was in Virginia in the district last week. Anything? Did you hear from him last week?
No, we're just doing this in a very professional, straightforward way, trying to respond to the perspective, and the work that we're working together with, I think, is very responsive to their concerns.
Montgomery County is competing with another 19 contenders across the country to attract the internet retail giant. It's estimated that the second Amazon headquarters could bring some 50,000 jobs to our area. Coming up on County Report this week, how to make sure contractors don't take you to the cleaners while you're trying to clean up from the recent windstorm. And if you're a senior or a retired vet, the county has some good news about your property taxes that could save you money. Those stories and more when we come back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls: 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
If you think someone might be considering suicide or drugs, be the one to help them by taking these 5 steps. Ask, keep them safe, be there, help them connect, follow up. If you're struggling, call Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK or the 24-hour crisis center at 240-777-4000. Be the one to help. Learn more at betheone.org.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. The recent ferocious windstorm left thousands of people without power and a lot of damage to clean up. The county's Office of Consumer Protection is warning that you should use caution when hiring contractors to help. MyMC Media's Mitty Hicks explains.
The many downed tree limbs left by the storm across the county are like a jackpot for some criminals. That's why Eric Friedman, director for the Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection, says residents should beware of what he calls woodchuck scams.
Woodchuck is the term that we use for unlicensed contractors and unlicensed tree cutters. It's very typical for them to work as both.
Friedman calls it a crime of opportunity. where scammers track the storm, scope out the damage, and then knock on your door to solicit work.
Well, the classic scam is for a contractor to knock on your door and say they have leftover material from another job. Typically, it's to repair a driveway or to repair a roof, and that they're working in the neighborhood and that they have leftover material and they can give you an extra good price on the job if you sign up right now.
Chances are the criminals will take your money without even starting the job.
Just avoid them. If you want to pick an honest contractor, you should check with our office to see if we have complaints against them. You should check with the Maryland Home Improvement Commission to make sure that they're licensed. Make sure they're licensed as either a tree cutter or a contractor. Check something like Checkbook Magazine, which is good reference information. Probably the best way to pick, probably the worst way to pick a contractor is to rely upon someone knocking on your door, soliciting your business.
For more information on how to protect you and your loved ones from woodchuck scams, visit the Office of Consumer Protection's website. In Rockville, I'm Mitty Hicks for County Report This Week.
If you're a Montgomery County senior, you may be eligible for property tax relief, but you must act fast. The deadline is April 1st to get a tax credit of 20% over 5 years on your county property taxes. This is thanks to a bill that was passed by the council and signed by Executive Ike Leggett. To qualify, you must be 65 years or older, have owned and lived in your home for at least 40 years, or be a retired veteran. To apply online, visit the website on your screen. You can also obtain a paper application at the street address on your screen, or call 311 for more information about the program. Again, April 1st is the due date. The county's Green Business Certification Program has expanded. It now includes farms that are using sustainable practices. They'll now be included in the county's Green Business Directory. These certified farms will join about 80 other businesses. The program helps them green their operations and prosper. The program also encourages our community to consider certified green businesses when making purchasing decisions.
Our Green Business Certification Program is continually expanding the list of third-party standards it recognizes. I am proud to announce today that farming implementing comprehensive sustainable practices are now listed in the county's Green Business Directory, joining more than 80 certified green businesses. Today, we are celebrating farmers who embrace environmental stewardship and whose farms have been certified by either of two robust third-party sustainable standards, the USDA Organic or Certified Natural Grown. Both standards require a full commitment to organic practices, no synthetic pesticides, fertilizer, or genetically engineered seeds. And both standards focus on building and conserving soil nutrients through composting, cover crops, crop rotation, and other practices. These farmers do not just protect our natural resources, they provide us with healthy foods and do so with love and artistry. The farmers we recognize today nourish our bodies and soul, they take care of our land, help to preserve beautiful landscape, and strengthen our humanity. They serve a critical role in making Montgomery County such a special place.
For more information about the program, go to mcgreenbiz.com. Here's a great way for you to help out during the election process. The Montgomery County Board of Elections needs registered voters to serve as election workers at polling places. This is for the gubernatorial primary election that will be held on June 26th. Voters who are fluent in both English and Spanish are especially needed at each polling place. Students who are 16 years old and older can register to vote and serve as election workers. By doing so, students can earn student service learning hours. For more information about all of this, go to 777vote.org or call 240-777-VOTE. Coming up on County Report this week, the Presidential Dialogue Series has another fascinating guest. This time, it's all about the media. And we'll have more about the county's historic bus tour that will take you back in time to the Civil Rights Movement. More on that when we come back. Stay tuned.
Mark your calendars. The Montgomery County GreenFest is coming up and you don't want to miss it. GreenFest promises to be a fun-filled day of entertainment, community, and learning. Enjoy live music and fun and games for kids, learn how to green your home and neighborhood, attend a DIY workshop, and explore exhibitor booths. GreenFest has activities for all ages and interests. Make sure you stop by and explore your path to a greener life.
Here's your chance to save money and help the environment. Bring your reusable bag when you shop and you'll save 5 cents for every store bag you don't need. Retailers in Montgomery County charge 5 cents for the plastic or paper bags they provide. Why? Because plastic bags are the biggest single source of stream and waterway litter, causing pollution and flooding. And every year, Montgomery County spends $3 million on cleanup. So do yourself and the environment a favor. Bring your reusable bag when you shop. You'll fight litter and keep the change.
Montgomery Parks, it's time to play. Tag!
Oh, I'm on base.
What's base?
This.
Playgrounds are awesome, but make sure you remember to take a ride aboard a miniature train.
Do you think they'll let me drive? I mean conduct.
Bring a picnic lunch and enjoy a meal outdoors. And what better way to end your day than a ride on a classic carousel?
Dad wins the Triple Crown!
Montgomery Parks, it's all here.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. The host of WMAU's 1A program shared his thoughts about the changing landscape of journalism. As you can imagine, there was lots to talk about during MC's Presidential Dialogue series.
Montgomery College President Dr. Darian Pollard welcomes Joshua Johnson, radio host of WAMU's 1A program, to be her special guest for her Presidential Dialogue series.
I was so excited to have Joshua Johnson as our guest tonight for the Presidential Dialogue series because I think two important points are there. One, his belief and understanding about how media works, and obviously his wonderful personality and the way that he can talk about passionate issues in a very informed way. So we were very lucky to have him and very grateful that he chose to be here tonight.
I think the main thing I want people to take away is that they have a sense of agency in the media, that they have a sense of agency in this democracy, even if it's something as simple as learning how to be a better listener or learning how to think through the information sources you get through social media. It's hard to navigate the media landscape today, but it can be done. I feel like a lot of people rely on us to do the legwork for them. That day's over. You're going to have to do it for yourself. And hopefully the folks who came here tonight got some of their questions answered and had a better sense of, of ownership of their life as a media consumer.
Today's discussion with Joshua Johnson was very riveting and engaging. At Montgomery College Germantown campus, for County Report This Week, I am Jesulian Cruz.
This may be the ultimate history tour about the civil rights movement. It's a bus tour that retraces the steps of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights heroes. The Montgomery County Office of Human Rights is hosting the tour. It's called the Civil Rights Educational Freedom Experience. The bus tour takes place from April 7th through the 15th. The cost of the trip and other info can be found at montgomerycountymd.gov/human rights. If you live or work in Rockville, then you want to pay special attention to this next story. The city manager has presented his FY19 budget proposal to the mayor and council. What's in it? Well, Rock 11's Kathy Dantzler breaks down all the numbers.
Rockville City Manager Rob DeSpirito and the city's budget division presents its FY 2019 budget proposal to the mayor and council.
I am pleased to present the fiscal year 2019 proposed operating budget and capital improvements program. The proposed budget utilizes available resources in an effective and responsible manner. It is consistent with the policy direction set forth by the Mayor and Council. This budget focuses on the health, safety, and overall well-being of the Rockville community. The total operating budget for all funds equals $136.2 million, which is an increase of 4.5% over last year's total operating budget. The general fund budget, which is balanced once again without the use of reserves, equals $82.1 million, an increase of 3% over FY 2018.
There are 2 public hearings scheduled on the proposed budget, March 19th and April 9th. The Mayor and Council are scheduled to adopt the budget at their May 14th meeting. To view the City Manager's budget proposal, head to rockvillemd.gov/budget. For County Report This Week, I'm Kathy Dantzler.
The county is earning high marks when it comes to being a great place to live, raise a family, work, and enjoy life. That's what the results of the 2017 resident survey is telling us. 5,000 county residents were selected at random to take the survey. While only 22% of them responded, the county still received high marks for many of the services it provides. Now, on the flip side, the survey also indicated some areas that needed improving, such as affordable housing, cost of living, and traffic congestion. Coming up on County Report this week, get those resumes ready. Employers are looking to hire residents who are 50 and over. We'll tell you more about the job fair. And it's a trendy tradition that's become a big hit in fashion. Stay with us. County Report this week. We'll be right back.
Biology is full of statistics, like what percentage of people who get the flu shot still get the flu? Or how can statistics help minimize recovery time from football injuries? And can statistics help political leaders improve healthcare? These are just some of the kinds of projects being worked on in Biostatistics, a 200-level course now offered at MC. Students use R programming language to look at the data and study how it relates to the environment. The numbers really do add up. Learn more at montgomerycollege.edu and search Biostatistics.
Planning to renovate your home? Want to live in it longer? Then you don't want to miss the 2018 Design for Life Showcase. This is the event to hear from building professionals who specialize in accessible and universal design. Plus, you'll learn how to benefit from the Montgomery County Design for Life property tax credit. The goal is to create more homes that welcome people of all ages and stages of life. This year's showcase is set for May 5th at the Silver Spring Civic Building. Find out more by visiting the Design for Life website.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Are you over 50 and looking for a new job? Dozens of employers will be looking to fill positions. The 50 Plus Job Expo will take place on April 16th. It'll be held at the Bethesda North Marriott Hotel and Conference Center. The 50 and older crowd will have free access. They can get help with interviewing skills, online applications, and resume writing. Recently on Seniors Today, we had David Gams from the Jewish Council for the Aging, and he explains why the job fair is so important.
What is so exciting in our area is that we have such a pool of talent. And one of the things I just want to underscore is that there is a variety of employers there. We also have training institutions and other assistance organizations. But it's so important for older job seekers not to exempt themselves from certain opportunities. If you see a fast food chain there, we typically don't have them. But that doesn't mean necessarily that they're only looking for frontline personnel. They may be looking for managers as well.
Remember, the expo will be held April 16th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information, visit the Jewish Council for the Aging's website. A local henna artist has taken an art form that's been around for thousands of years and transformed it into a modern fashion statement. My MC Media's Nick Rule has more.
My canvas is your skin. My name is Bhavna Naik and my art form is henna. It's a traditional body art. Henna, the art form, is at least 5,000 years old. It started as a medicinal plant. They thought that it's the plant that makes your body cooler by 2 to 3 degrees, and they used to rub the leaves of the plant on their soles of their feet. And when it started to stain their feet, that's when they decided, why don't we use it as body art? No celebration or no wedding is complete without henna. I meet people at their most happiest and at their most fearful, because they're taking a step into a new life, and especially for Indian brides. And many of these brides are still arranged marriages. You really don't know what you're stepping into. When I sit with a bride, I actually meet her sometimes a year in advance, because I get booked a year in advance. We sit and discuss every element of design. I get inspiration for my designs from many places, but I do get it from my bride's energy, her personality, who she is. Henna happened to me, and it is me, which I never knew. So thank you, God, for that.
It's time to start gearing up for the annual Montgomery County GreenFest. It'll be held on Saturday, May 5th at Jessup Blair Local Park in Silver Spring. There are plenty of activities for the kids, including tree climbing. There will also be music, films, and workshops, all focused on improving our environment. The free Family Fun event goes from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. For more information, visit MontgomeryCountyGreenFest.org. Now it's time to meet our pet of the week. This is Jasmine. She's a 2-year-old cat with a big personality. She's a ton of fun and quite sassy. Oh yeah, and she'll let you know exactly what's on her mind and will demand your undivided attention. She's lovable and playful. She would fit right into an active household. Oh, and don't forget to have plenty of toy mice for her to play with. For more info about Jasmine, please call the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center at 240-773-5900 or visit Jasmine on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD. With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Thank you for watching.
Montgomery County wants to thank everyone for their commitment to recycling. We're recycling 57% of our waste, and we know you'll work with us to reduce waste and recycle even more, 70% by 2020. To protect the environment and save valuable natural resources for the future, we need to recycle all of our paper, cans, bottles, containers, scrap metal, and more. Because if you don't get serious about recycling at work now, it's going to come back and bite us.
There's a reason why area law enforcement are out enforcing pedestrian and traffic safety laws and preventing killer pedestrian crashes. Be alert, be street smart,